What's up, surf fans? This is Endo filling in for Dave Mailman on this week's edition of the EpicTV Surf Report. Last week witnessed the latest round in a bout between the Tahitian John Duval and the Hawaiian Dave Wassel in what looks to be one of the greatest passive-aggressive confrontations in the history of surfing. Round 1 occurred during a giant swell in Tahiti in May at one of the playful and very beginner-friendly reef passes called Saipinus. On that day, Dave Wassel was towing with a group of foreign and local pros, and John Duval was kicking in on boogie boards with a group of locals. The two, you might say they coincided on a wave and basically ruined each other's afternoons. Not content to call it a draw, Wassel released a video in August in which he appears sharpening what's either a very long knife or a short to medium-sized sword. And either way, it's pretty questionable art direction. He explains how he went from having what he calls a, quote, full body erection to being, quote, cock-blocked in the tube.
Put it this way, I had a full body erection. It was wonderful. I literally went from as happy as I've ever been looking down this giant kaleidoscope of barrel. It just seemed surreal. And all of a sudden, just being absolutely cock-blocked by some guy. I mean, I couldn't even tell if he was on a boogie board, a boat, an airplane. It was just wrong.
Say what you want about Wassel, but the dude's definitely got a disturbing knack for imagery. He concludes the video by saying that he's just a haole, and he's not going to say too much.
Who's right, who's wrong? I'm a haole at a local guy's spot. I'm not going to say much.
Really? Come on, Dave. You're sitting there sharpening a machete and then claiming you're not going to say too much. I think we both know you've already said quite a lot. So, in response to the swordplay, John Duval kicked off round 3 last week with a video that features a beginning sequence of him riding a shark. You just can't make this stuff up. And so his side of the story is that the day was full of tow surfers and they were taking wave after set wave after set wave, and he and his friends couldn't get any for themselves. So when the fateful wave came through, John decided it was his turn to pitch himself into a near drowning situation, and he took the drop. The most damning part of Duval's testimony comes when he explains that after both men had wiped out and Wassel had been picked up on a jet ski, Duval was floating in the channel and Wassel motored up to him and then refused to pick him up as well, resulting in a very long swim back to shore that sees John Duval in his recounting of the event breaking up into tears. As usual, there's been a lot of well-informed and well-considered debate on the internet message boards, including such quotes as, "You should move to the Middle East where hating is a way of life." And my personal favorite, "Hawaiians are the new Brazilians." Despite strong showings by both men, it seems as though the internet peanut gallery has given the decision to Duval. I agree with them. We all like Wassel in the way we like the inappropriate uncle who says strange things at family get-togethers. But nobody likes paddling when their tow team's out. It's loud, it's aggressive, it makes it hard to get waves, and it's just really not fair to people who are paddling. Was Wassel really surprised he was dropped in on? I'm not. It's playground sociology 101. You can do whatever your strength allows you to do, but don't expect the little people to love you for it. It was an amazing ride, and you know, it was also a damn shame that it was ruined. But I think at the end of the day, Wassel wasn't really playing fair. Certainly not by the standards of the guys who were trying to scratch into the waves under their own power, and maybe not by his own standards either. And if you're not playing fair, you can't expect others to either.